Do you like to get off the beaten track? Here are some basic tips from yesterday's ride. In Australia, we usually need to ride on sealed roads for about 1 hour to reach the dirt roads in most of our capital cities. But then the good stuff starts. Endless dirt roads that can be stitched together for some great adventure riding. Great views, you feel as though you're a million miles from anywhere. But today it's 4 relatively light bikes. The riders are all enduro riders, so it's time to find some gnarlier terrain. Here is our basic strategy. Go into Google Maps, look for the grey lines that don't look like normal roads. See that little yellow man in the bottom right hand corner? Click and drag him into the middle. The blue lines show where the Google car has actually filmed the roads. You can drop the little yellow man on the road to see what that track looks like. Bingo! This looks completely rideable. Now, this could be an old road that has fallen out of use, but is still technically a legal road. However, it can also be an easement. In many cases, easements are available to the public, but sometimes they can only be used if you need access to a property. Our rule of thumb, just ride it, but be respectful toward the property owners. If you are near their houses, ride quietly, especially around livestock. If they come over to question you, take your helmet off and chat. We have always found property owners are happy for us to ride their easement if we stop to talk with them. Sometimes the owners are sick of dickheads making a lot of noise and spooking their cattle, and they erect keep out signs even though it's legal to use the easement. Again, we find a quick chat with the owners and they tell us it is legal, go ahead. A few things to watch out for. Google satellite images can be a few years old. Sometimes the photos show the grass has been freshly mowed, but then you arrive and the grass is at handlebar height. It's all part of the fun and games.
Oh boy, the grass is getting seriously long now. And a lot of these are actually a kind of rut, so the moment you don't get it perfectly right, your front wheel's slipping on the side. That's such slow going. Boggy here, just doing a mud check.
And of course it can be very boggy after rain. It had rained for 4 days before this ride. It made the terrain very interesting.
It's very amusing for the cows. These are Shinko 244 tyres. They're 50-50. They've been really good actually, but the moment you got wet mud, you really want to be careful. I've got a 30 psi in the tyres at the moment, so not getting a lot of traction. Shit! Oh, she's stuck. Fucking hell. All the other guys have got knobbies and they're getting a fair bit more grip than me, I think. And two is this rut's pretty deep, and just got no idea if there's a big hole gonna drop into. Oh, almost done. I think it's about 2 kilometers of this. Bloody exhausted.
What about planning your ride? As mentioned, you can use Google Maps and their satellite images to find these unused tracks and easements. You can develop your GPS file on your computer with a range of software. I'm currently using the free Gaia GPS app, which has good detail of these unused tracks. And of course, you can actually develop your GPS file within Google Maps.
Love these signs, that's the start of the fun.
Obviously, many adventure riders prefer the open highway and smooth dirt roads. But some of us are mentally unbalanced and enjoy wrestling our beasts through this sort of terrain. course, it's just part of the mix. Highways, back roads, dirt roads, and a sprinkling of gnarly shit. Variety is the spice of life.
Group stuck? Yep. Ready? Yep. Go. Oh, bloody hell.
Bottomed out.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, go.
There we go.
What about you? Do you look for the roads less travelled? How do you find them? Keen to hear.